Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Sends it back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got a little space. Makes it past the marker. Wide open spaces. The tap. Touchdown, Delaware. How about this back staying on track and getting... Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll pitch it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolute.
Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The option look. The pitch. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Kelly. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football in a big
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. First play of the period will be a second down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to the quarterback. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down.
And that just feels great as a player because this offense, they've probably been practicing that flea flicker play all off season, all season long. They finally get a chance to dial it up, and they go out and they...
He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And nobody able to handle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Here comes the option. He'll keep it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And they'll let that one go. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's key. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, Just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick toss. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On the option. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Nice move. Create some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Ready to fire from the pistol. Might be changing the route. Off play action on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll be stopped. Off the play fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team.